Before time itself, there was only Him, the Creator, the Almighty, God. And from His infinite glory, He spoke the first word. Light blossomed, chasing away the nothingness. From that first light, He crafted the angels. The first, the brightest, was Lucifer.
I shone with a brilliance unmatched. My wings, vast and shimmering, could eclipse 1,000 suns. I was perfection, the morning star, God's most beloved. My voice resonated with the music of creation. My very presence brought joy to the heavenly hosts.
Lucifer was God's right hand, His most trusted. He led the angels in their celestial duties. His heart overflowed with love for the Creator and all His creations. For a time, there was only harmony in heaven, a symphony of light and love. But perfection, once seen, can breed envy. Doubt, like a serpent's whisper, wormed its way into Lucifer's heart. He, who had witnessed creation firsthand, began to question. Why was he not given dominion? Why should any being stand above him?
The whispers grew louder. They twisted my thoughts, warping my perception. My brilliance, once radiant, took on a sharper edge. My love for God became tainted with resentment. I saw myself as equal, no, superior to the Creator.
The other angels noticed the change. They saw the darkness creeping into their leader's eyes. Some were swayed by his words, seduced by promises of power. Others recoiled, horrified by the transformation of their brother. Lucifer, now consumed by pride, declared himself God's equal. He rallied those who followed him, their once pure light now tainted with rebellion. The harmony of heaven shattered. War was inevitable. The heavens themselves shook as the two factions clashed, the very air vibrating with the intensity of their conflict. On one side stood Archangel Michael, his loyalty to God unwavering, his presence a beacon of hope for the loyal angels. His sword, forged in the heart of a dying star, blazed with righteous fury, its light cutting through the darkness. He led the loyal angels, their voices raised in hymns of devotion, each note a testament to their faith and courage.
Against us stood Lucifer, his once luminous form warped by rage and jealousy, a shadow of his former self. His wings, now edged in shadow, beat with the power of a storm, each flap sending ripples of darkness through the battlefield. He wielded a spear of pure darkness, crackling with corrupted energy, a weapon born of his twisted ambition. His followers, their eyes burning with defiance, mirrored his rage, their hearts consumed by the same dark fire.
The battle raged for what seemed like an eternity, each moment stretching into an endless struggle between light and dark. Swords clashed against dark spears, the sound of metal on metal ringing out like a symphony of war. Angelic light met corrupting shadows, each side pushing against the other with all their might. The very fabric of heaven strained under the might of their conflict, the once serene landscape now a war-torn battlefield. Yet, through it all, Michael stood firm, his faith in God his unbreakable shield, his resolve unshaken. Finally, Michael struck a decisive blow, his movements swift and sure, guided by divine purpose. His sword found its mark, cleaving through Lucifer's defenses, the force of the strike reverberating through the battlefield. The fallen angel cried out, a sound of pure anguish echoing across the heavens, a testament to his ultimate defeat. His rebellion, once so full of arrogance, crumbled into defeat, the remnants of his forces scattering like dust in the wind. Defeated and broken, Lucifer stood before God. His once glorious form flickered, the light within him nearly extinguished.
For your betrayal, Lucifer, you are cast out of heaven.
He fell like a thunderbolt, his light extinguished, his wings burned to ash. Down, down he plunged, through the celestial realms, the cries of his followers echoing after him. He landed in the abyss, a realm of eternal darkness and torment, hell.
The fall broke me, twisted my beauty into something grotesque. The light that once defined me is gone, replaced by an all-consuming darkness.
Lucifer, the morning star, was no more. In his place stood Satan, the adversary. the abyss welcomed him. It seethed around him, molding his anguish and hate into a terrible power. He became the ruler of this desolate realm, the king of the fallen, the embodiment of rebellion and despair. Hell was a reflection of its new master. Gone were the celestial meadows and shimmering rivers of heaven. In their place stood jagged obsidian mountains and rivers of fire. The air was thick with the stench of sulfur and the screams of the damned.
I sat upon my throne, a monstrous parody of God's glory. My eyes, once filled with light, now burned with an infernal fire. My wings, ragged and black as night, cast shadows across the tortured landscape.
He ruled with an iron fist, his heart a wellspring of bitterness. He surrounded himself with the demons, his fallen brethren, twisted reflections of their former glory.
We reveled in our corruption, delighting in the torment of lost souls.
But even in his dominion of darkness, a flicker of his former self remained, a spark of defiance, a refusal to accept his fate.
I will have my revenge. I will find a way to strike back at the Creator, to prove that I am not defeated, but merely biding my time.
His opportunity came with the creation of man, a moment that would forever change the course of existence. These fragile beings, made in God's image, filled Satan with a cold fury, a rage that burned deep within his darkened soul. He saw in them a chance to corrupt God's most cherished creation, to prove that even his love was not enough to withstand his temptations. The seeds of rebellion were sown in his heart.
I took the form of a serpent, sleek and cunning, a creature that could move unnoticed and strike with precision. I slithered into the Garden of Eden, my voice a silken whisper in the ears of Eve, weaving a web of deceit and temptation.
He tempted me with forbidden knowledge, promising power and enlightenment, a promise that seemed too alluring to resist.
He watched as Eve succumbed, taking the forbidden fruit and sharing it with Adam, sealing their fate and altering the destiny of mankind. He saw the look of betrayal in God's eyes as he cast them out of paradise, a moment of profound sorrow and anger.
In that moment I felt a twisted sense of victory, a dark triumph that resonated through my being. I had planted the seeds of doubt, of disobedience, in the hearts of mankind, seeds that would grow and spread through generations. I would continue to tempt them, to whisper in their ears, to exploit their weaknesses, to ensure that the darkness within them would never be extinguished.
He would be the shadow that followed them, the voice of temptation, the bringer of chaos and despair, a constant presence in their lives.
I will prove that humanity is no different from me, that they too will choose darkness over light, power over love. I will be the eternal whisper in their hearts, the serpent that never sleeps.
Throughout the ages, Satan has remained a potent figure, a symbol of rebellion, temptation, and the eternal struggle between good and evil. His presence has been felt in countless stories, myths, and religious texts, each depicting him as the ultimate adversary, the one who defied the divine order. His story serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder of the dangers of pride and the seductive allure of power. The tale of his fall from grace is a narrative that has been told and retold, each time emphasizing the peril of overreaching ambition and the consequences of defying the divine. From the depths of his fiery domain, he continues to wage his war against God, seeking to corrupt and destroy all that is good. His influence is pervasive, reaching into the hearts and minds of humanity, sowing seeds of doubt and discord. His influence is felt in every act of cruelty, every temptation succumbed to, every whisper of doubt that takes root in the human heart. He is the unseen force behind the chaos and suffering in the world, the dark whisper that leads people astray. He is the adversary, the tempter, the one who seeks to undermine the divine plan at every turn. His presence is a constant challenge, a test of faith and resolve. He is the embodiment of all that we fear and strive to overcome. His existence is a reminder of the darkness that lurks within and the eternal battle between light and shadow. Yet his story is also a testament to the enduring power of hope. For every act of darkness, there is a corresponding act of light, a beacon of hope that shines through the gloom. For even in the face of darkness, even in the depths of despair, the light of faith can never truly be extinguished. It is this light that guides humanity through the darkest of times, offering solace and strength. The light of faith can never truly be extinguished. As long as humanity remembers the sacrifices made in the name of good, the stories of those who stood against the darkness, the legacy of defiance will endure. As long as humanity remembers the sacrifices made in the name of good, as long as they strive for compassion and understanding, the battle against darkness will continue. As long as they strive for compassion and understanding, as long as they choose love over hate, the light will always find a way to shine through. As long as they choose love over hate, then Satan's victory will never be complete. The power of love and unity will always stand as a bulwark against the forces of darkness. Then Satan's victory will never be complete. His rebellion, born of pride and despair, will serve as a constant reminder of the importance of humility, faith, and the unwavering pursuit of light. His rebellion, born of pride and despair, is a tale that echoes through the ages, a story that warns of the dangers of hubris and the fall that follows. It will serve as a constant reminder of the importance of humility, faith, and the unwavering pursuit of light. The story of Satan is not just one of darkness, but also of the enduring human spirit and the quest for redemption, and the unwavering pursuit of light. In the end, it is this pursuit that defines humanity, the relentless quest to overcome the darkness and embrace the light.